So, can you tell us your name, where you come from, what you do for a living, just a bit about yourself?
Okay, I'm Laura. I live in Hull. Been there for 2 years now. I've been working in the kitchen August. I've been here very long, but I've been 20 years in retail. It's a bit chaotic because you can't organise anything really around the sort of retail life as such, because you do have rotas and plan, but they tend to be a little bit crazy.
Okay. So, can you tell us a bit about you before you started working with us here at Team EMW? Where were you? How was everything going with your body? And could you just make sure that the mic's in front of your mouth so that I can hear you?
Sorry. I'd visited a doctor. I found out I was overweight, which was a bit of a shock for me. But then again, when I look back, really, it wasn't much of a shock because my clothes are a bit tighter than normal. And my belt moved a few inches. I was using the other notches on the belt. I was going the wrong way, as far as I was concerned. It was a bit of a shock, really. And I kind of found Eat with Win on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I tried the 7-day challenge, and I enjoyed it. I added a bit of the things that were being spoken about, just sort of resonated with me, like health-wise. So that's sort of, I could have followed. It was quite easy to follow the descriptions of things to do. I found it quite easy.
And had you tried anything yourself to lose weight before that?
Just the general sort of trying to basically starve myself or ignore my diabetes as well. That wasn't very good. I just hadn't been very successful in losing anything there.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of confused about some things that people were giving you weird advice about having butter in your coffee. Weird. People telling me how to eat as a diabetic, and it's just like, no, you don't know how to manage it. You're just, it was kind of strange, some of the advice I was getting. I didn't like it.
So you'd been educated by the NHS on how to count carbs, so specifically how to manage diabetes, but not in terms of getting your weight and your size in control. And there was a lot out there on the internet that was just kind of rubbish.
Very conflicting,
Okay,
or they focus on one area.
So tell us what you've achieved since joining us and in what time frame. And it would be great actually if you could tell us what you've done kind of body and size wise, but also what's happened with your diabetes.
In the 90 days that I've been working with you, I've lost over 14 pounds. Also overall lost over 18.5 inches. I've gone from a size 12 to 20. And my diabetes has actually improved. I've gone from it was 98 that the doctors were saying that I was at. It means nothing to anyone else, but I've gone down to about 58. And they would like to get me a little bit lower, but considering my previous blood tests, they are very happy with me that they've come down to that level. They'd like to get me down to 43, but I got a letter off my doctor saying that she was very happy with the progress I've done, considering my last meeting. Obviously, my last meeting was before COVID hit. So I hadn't seen her in well over a year, but for her to send me a letter saying that she was really happy that I had managed to get my blood glucose levels down to such a manageable level, and that I was controlling it better and I was eating healthy. She was quite happy not to see me actually at the clinic and we actually have a phone call conversation rather than actually physically being there.
Amazing.
So, yeah, it was.
2 dress sizes, over a stone, almost 20 inches, including 4 off the waist, which is quite important for diabetes, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then Yeah. And has your medication changed for your diabetes at all? Or are they talking about doing that in the longer term?
I've cut back on some of it, mainly on my long-acting insulin. With a type 1, I will never be off medication, but to be able to reduce it is quite significant.
Well
I'm
done,
quite happy with that.
Amazing.
I'm quite happy with that. Less drugs. Yay!
Yay! So what have you enjoyed most in your time here with us?
Learning. Definitely the learning. And getting that balance right with foods. That I don't have to give up on grapes, pizzas, or having the occasional burrito. I don't have to give anything up. It's just more about controlling it, managing it more than anything. People in the Facebook group, you can have a good old natter. It doesn't have to be anything diet related. You can just have a quick chat about anything. What's going on in your world, what's going on in your life, seeing all the pictures and everything that everybody else is doing, food wise, enjoying themselves, getting out. That's always a good thing to see. And everyone else is so supportive. If you've got a problem, you can put it on there and they will talk you through it, which is nice. I know somebody's having something with allergy tablets. That was quite funny.
Yep.
I'll have my own dog's allergy tablets. Like, no, not people.
Yep, she'll laugh when she sees this. She'll know exactly who you're talking about. What has been your biggest breakthrough in terms of mindset and behaviours in the last 90 days?
That I have control over myself. I don't have to give in to anything. I can manage myself, I can manage my time, I can plan ahead. I don't have to sort of not eating on the go. I've got everything set out for me. I've got 4 meals ready for me. Fridge when I go home. It's quite easy to do. It's not time consuming. And now I'm exercising, which is but I can fit that in with my life.
Yep.
It's strange.
You're totally nailing it.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. What would you say to anyone thinking of working with us here at Team EMW?
Do it.
2 words, just do it.
Do it, yeah. Get in there, do it. Even 90 days, you learn a lot within 90 days to help you move forward in your life. It's 90 days. It's not a year. It's not 5 years. It's 90 days.
Yep, and it's
3 months.
Change, isn't it?
12 weeks. Yeah, and it's stuff that you can do. It's not massive changes in life. You can, everything's achievable. It's not big, massive steps. It's little tiny steps as you go along. Some of it you think, oh my God, I can't do this. But, do it the first day, and the second, and the third. And then it's suddenly, I'm drinking more than 3 litres of water, which I didn't think I could do 3 litres in one day.
Yep, I remember it well.
Yeah. I'm like, what? You want 3?
Well,
I'm doing it.
You've been an absolute dream to coach, Laura, so thank you for everything you've given me. And your results speak for themselves. They're truly, truly amazing. Yeah. Well done on everything.
Thank you.